Hey everybody, I decided I'd get on here while I am relaxing on my self-care Saturday. I just decided to get on here and say a few words. I know everybody keeps wanting to know what's going on with the federal case that I have, or even how it even started. Well, let's just say I was in an auto accident in 2019 and I hired a law firm. Well, the law firm must have discovered some things, money and stuff that I had, and basically the whole situation got out of control. I'm not gonna get into many details, but through all this finding money and all this stuff like that, my daughter was kidnapped in the process of it. She was going to a school, so she no longer goes there. I can disclose it. She was going to Kernan Middle School. We were actually, you could say, kidnapped from an apartment complex we lived in, Ryan Oaks, which that's a whole nother thing to get into also. Let's just say you never get over basically the trauma, the emotions. You never get over what actually happened. Sometimes it's even hard to comprehend some of the things that happen and how people can be so evil. But you know, me and my daughter, we are strong. You know, I'm just upset that you would target a child because of greed, envy, and jealousy. You know, that's the thing that hurts me. And then the part that you have like so many people coming up to like, I got a small little trailer because like I'm very frugal with my money. So basically the cases that I have, it's a lot of retaliation going on, as far as withholding income and stopping the projects that I really need to be doing right now, not just for income, but just for mentally, physically, because I'm a type of person, I love to dance, I love to laugh, I love to just be out. But they even stole my vehicle, and come on, you have people involved, and now it's just like it's an FBI investigation, and I'm hoping that there are good people out there. There are people that are in positions that do their job and get their job done. Because, like I said, this, it's not just me. Because I have one biological daughter, but I was basically a mom to many. Um, I help lots of kids that need it, or people who just tired. Basically, I had one biological daughter, but I have many children. I've many children, and I love them all. But it just hurts me that they would come after my child. Like I said, I'm planning on, once everything is over and I'm planning on giving a detailed story and telling everything that I can. But that's just a little bit about the situation. But I'm not giving up on, I am still gonna do what I can for personality and stuff like that. because personality is many things, you know. It's, um, basically your personality. So, you know how you might like a car, or you might like, a stuffed animal, or you might like something and you just want it personalized. You want to, I enjoy making things, I enjoy creating things, I enjoy, learning new things. Um, and I do have, some issues and stuff like that, medically, but, and sometimes because I had a back surgery, but, prior to that, like I said, there are limitations on things, but I don't let it stop me, and you can't tell, because what's the whole point? You know, you still have to live your life, you still have to, do what you have to do, um, but, um, you know, people judge, and people judge the wrong people, and you judge the wrong things, and you basically, you're basically things that you don't know about, or you're not educated on, or that people don't bring awareness to. A lot of people get hurt because of things that people do, because you're judging people, or you're assuming something, you know, especially being an adult. You want to know something, you ask. You want something done, you ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still goes back to, elementary days. It still goes back to, um, you know, we're all people. Um, but it's just sad that innocent children are affected by what's going on right now. Um, and basically trying to stop me and, my progression. And, I've had some setbacks, but I don't let it get back. I don't let it, totally get me down. And don't get me wrong, there are days where, yeah, I'll stay in bed because of everything and stuff, because you can never turn back time. That's the thing. You can never get back the time that you lost. I can never get back the time, you know, not knowing, or, you know, being there for, the kids and stuff like that. That's the thing. Um, so no. Everybody keeps asking, well, will you ever stop this federal case? No. The longer it takes, the more people that get in trouble, the more people that get affected, the more people that get investigated. And that's not my doing, that's their doing, because, I'm saying, this is open, shut. This is take accountability for what you've done. Take accountability for the lies. Take accountability for the things that, you're allowing to happen, and the people that you're involving that basically have no point of being in it. Take accountability for what you've done, what you're doing, your lifestyle, stuff like that. But I'll go deeper into it. As you can see, I'm trying to talk around subjects, but maybe one day I'll get on here and I'll go live, or something like that. But yeah, I'm basically just trying to get myself together, and so I can dance around and make video and do content like, I would like to do, while healing, and still going through my journeys and stuff like that, and take you guys along.